Hello everyone. Today I'd like to introduce any new laser detectors. It's optional from 1 beams to 12 beams and outdoor detection distance from 100 meters to 1000 meters. The biggest advantage is the laser light visible now in dark circumstances. It's very convenient for the alignment. Let's test it. Press the function button 10 seconds into visible mode. You see the first beam, there's a red dot. Press again. Second beam, third beam, fourth beam. And on the receiver side, there's another important function, we call it bypass mode. If there's a beam, you just hope it stops working, or there's an obstacle between the transmitter and the receiver. Users can choose the bypass mode to lock this beam, and other beams can work normally. Let's introduce the transmitter C mode. C mode means alignment into invisible light mode. Keep pressing function button on the rear panel 3 seconds. C010 means operator is aligning the first laser beam from bottom to up. After finish the alignment, just press once again for the function button, then exit from C mode. Let's introduce the transmitter L mode. L mode means alignment into visible light mode. Keep pressing function button for 10 seconds. L010 means the first beam is under aiming. The second beam, the third beam, the fourth beam all need aiming separately. After finish the alignment, just press once again, and then it will be exit from the L mode. On the receiver side, there are 4 modes for setting: C mode, E mode, F mode, and H mode. About the C mode, that is for beams adjustment. Now, let's press function button 3 seconds, enter into C mode. Now you see C010, that means the first beam is under adjustment from bottom to up. Again, the second beam, the third beam, and the fourth beam. E mode, that is locking beam quantity setting. User blocks how many beams the detector will alarm. For example, if we want to set up blocking any adjacent 3 beams, it will alarm. How to set up? Let's press function button twice, enter into E mode. Switch to E003. Okay, that's finished. And it will be exit after 5 seconds without any operation. F mode, that is the interruption time setting. There are 4 options: 700 milliseconds, 300 milliseconds, 100 milliseconds, and 50 milliseconds. Now press the function button 3 times, enter into F mode. 50, 100, 300, and 700. That means that the response time is 700 milliseconds. It will be exist automatically without any more operation. H mode, that is bypass mode setting. Users can set any beam into bypass mode. Keep pressing function button for 10 seconds, enter into H mode. Let's set the third beam, for example, switch to H030. Now you see H030 is unblinking. This means we finished the third beam bypass mode setting. In this way, the third beam will not accept signal anymore, and other beams are still working normally. And if no more operation, it will switch to the next beam automatically. Let's start for the alignment. We need two operators. One stand on the transmitter side, another stand on the receiver side. And we also need a viewer finder. This is the viewer finder in my hand. Now we see there are 5 LEDs. When we cast the laser light from the transmitter, the LED lighting on. The more LED lighting on and the booster sounds louder, that means the signal is better. Let's align the force beam, for example. Now I'm standing on the 1 meter position. I use the Next operator turn the knife button and left. Okay. If the distance is too long, we will choose different positions to do more tests. Let's go to the receiver to do the final test. Stop. And right. Down a little. Down a little. Okay. The force beam, the night wave, and the signal is the best. Now we see CO49. That means the force beam is a line wave and the signal is the best. Okay. Let's test the bypass mode. Just now we already set up the third beam into bypass mode. When we block the fourth beam and the third beam, see what's the difference. Now block the fourth beam. You see the LED lighting on and the final digit becomes 0. That means the fourth beam has signal output. Block the third beam. No response. That means the third beam has been bypassed successfully.